It is Wednesday, September 9. Welcome to CGN News. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports Olivia Grange has dismissed rumors that reggae icon Frederick Toots Hibbert has died. Minister Grange said Toots's condition is stable as it has been for the last few days. Yesterday, rumors spread through the entertainment industry that the cultural icon had passed away. Minister Grange has been in close dialogue with the medical team entrusted with the artist's care at the University Hospital of the West Indies, the UHWI. She stated that although the veteran artist is critically ill, he is slowly making steady progress and appealed to those who are desirous of giving support to donate blood to Mr. Hibbert's account at the blood bank at UHWI or at Slight Pen Road in Kingston, Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of Health, Terence Dale Singh, has warned that the second wave of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic is being spread by young people. He appealed to them to follow the measures aimed at curbing the spread of the virus. Making his comments at a news conference on Monday, Dale Singh said the second wave is being driven by the 25 to 49 demographic who are taking the virus home. He continued that the two drivers for the second wave are the behaviors of such persons and the insistence of people who are knowingly ill going to work. Political analyst and talk show host Mark Wignall was shot and injured Tuesday morning in a drive-by gun attack on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew. Wignall was reportedly on his phone in a popular strip in the area known as Common when gunmen in a car drove up and opened fire, hitting Wignall as well as two other persons. Wignall's injury is not believed to be life-threatening. Beginning today, September 9, Bahamasair will be resuming its domestic flight schedule. In a statement issued on Monday, the airline advised that flights are now available for purchase. The resumption of services comes just over 6 weeks after the Prime Minister announced the discontinuation of inter-island travel, among other restrictive measures, as the country began seeing a surge in coronavirus cases. Opposition parties say they do not support a recent call by the Secretary General of the Organization of American States, OAS, Louis Almagro, that legislative elections should be held in Haiti in January next year. The opposition parties have been staging street protests calling for President Jovenel Moïse to step down from office, but the head of state has refused, offering instead a unity administration. The CMC reports that in his letter to Moïse, Almagro said it was imperative to organize the legislative elections at the latest at the end of January of the next year to restore in all serenity a functional parliament. Jamaican Matthew Sewell is seeking $27 million in damages following a Bahamas Supreme Court ruling in his favor on Monday. This after years of a legal battle with the government over his false imprisonment. Sewell, who was 18 at the time, had been granted a 3-week stay in the Bahamas to visit his father in June 2006. He was accused of raping a 6-year-old and was arrested 5 more times on different charges and detained on the grounds that he was in the country illegally. Sewell will be suing the government for damages pertaining to false imprisonment, assault and battery, and breaches of his fundamental rights under the Constitution. Overseas now, the report that U.S. President Donald Trump made crude, disparaging remarks about Nelson Mandela, South Africa's Nobel Peace Prize winning former leader, has drawn an angry response from South Africa's ruling party and others. According to a book written by Michael Cohen, Trump's former personal lawyer, Trump said that Mandela, who guided South Africa in its politically fraught transition from a racist apartheid government to a democracy, was a terrible leader. The ruling African National Congress, the ANC party, said Tuesday that Trump is not fit to comment on Mandela's accomplishments. Quote, "All freedom-loving people of the world are appalled by these insults, which come from a person who himself is not a model of competent leadership," end quote, said the ANC statement. It added that Trump is the most divisive, misogynistic, and disrespectful person ever to be president of the United States. Seiko Hashimoto, Japan's Olympic minister, says the event must be staged at any cost next year. The Games, which was slated to begin in July, had to be pushed back as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. On Monday, the International Olympic Committee said the event would be held with or without COVID. Hashimoto on Tuesday said everyone involved is working together to prepare, and the athletes are also making considerable efforts towards its staging next year. South Africa's double Olympic 800-meter champion Caster Semenya cannot compete until she accepts to be treated with hormone-suppressing drugs, the Swiss Supreme Court confirmed yesterday. The court dismissed the appeal submitted by Semenya and her Athletics Federation against the decision by the Court of Arbitration for Sport on Eligibility Regulations for Differences of Sexual Development (DSD) athletes. World Athletics banned Semenya and other DSD athletes from races between 400 meters and a mile unless they take testosterone-reducing drugs. Semenya is classified as a woman, was raised as a woman, and races as a woman. But for World Athletics, women like Semenya with certain masculine attributes due to DSD are classified biologically as men. It is a position hotly contested by South African officials. Edgar Lungu, president of Zambia, joined the country in mourning the death of a fish that was living in a pond at Copperbelt University. Students at Copperbelt University, the CBU, reportedly lit candles and marched around campus to mourn the big fish, which they believed brought them good luck in their exams for over 20 years. Mafishi, meaning big fish in the local Bemba language, was thought to be at least 22 years old and had lived in the university's pond for more than 20 years. Student leader Lawrence Kasonde said the fish will not be buried but embalmed. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.